there again guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thanks for joining us, but don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. I upload every single week, and what we are going to do today guys is I'm going to do a bit of an affordable makeup look, first impressions. So a few weeks ago I purchased these Makeup Revolution palettes. I purchased all three in the range. These are from the Wild Animal range. There's like a zebra one, a leopard and tiger print ones, and these are fabulous. These were £10 each. They may be on sale now for £7 each, but I'm not mad because there was a special offer on for free gifts, and I got an absolute insane amount of free purchases as well. I got 2 palettes, a highlighter. It was ridiculous. It was well worth the money to get that. So if Makeup Revolution do have a special offer on, then please go for it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to review all of these one at a time and do a little series on them because they're affordable. I mean, these 18 eyeshadows for £10 or £7 if it's on sale, so how can you even beat that? I did show some little snippets of these on my Instagram stories a while ago. So before we jump into the palette, I'm just going to put my ears on. Eyebrows are already done as usual. So I did ask my son which palette I think we should do today because I was completely unsure because I love them all, and he wanted me to do this one, this cheetah one. Now the packaging on these is really nice. Just let me open the box. So it's like a matte finish, but it's two-tony. It's really nice finish on those. So yeah, 18 colours in each. Get rid of that, and that's the Courage palette right there. That is just some lovely neutral colours, purples. You get a huge mirror, so the mirror is the size of this, which is unbelievable. It's not cardboard or anything, it's plastic, which again I really like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a full face of all affordable products and do a series on these palettes. We'll do a series of 3 affordable makeup looks using these palettes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to prime my eyes. I'm going to use my Maybelline 24-hour tattoo in Creme de Nude just to prime my lids. I do love this. It's really nice, just for giving your lids a really nice base, a really nice sticky base. You do kind of have to pat it in afterwards though. You don't have to go in with loads. And I'm just going to give that a little pat in with my finger. It really does give you really good coverage. But for my eyebrows I did use my NYX brow pencil in Ash Brown. I love the NYX eyebrow pencils as well, they're so nice. Just give it a little patting with my finger. I mean, you can use a beauty blender for this if you want, but I'm going in with my finger. Why the hell not? So I'm not entirely sure what type of look I'm going to go for with this today. Obviously brown, pinky gold look, but let's do a couple of swatches. So I'm going to swatch. Let's swatch this one here, which may be a good transition. This brown purple here. Go for this one because these may be the colours that we use today. This green is calling out to me, so let's do that one as well. So we've got the first colour here. Oh, that's really nice. These feel really creamy. The darker brown. The, like, what type of colour you would describe that as? It's not brown, but it's like a red brown. Definitely nice. And the green. I'm loving the green. The green is amazing. I really like that one. It's really nice. So I'm still unsure what I'm going to do. I'm going to dive right in with a crease colour. I'm going to go in with this colour right here. It's like through the crease. Let's just dive in and see where we end up, shall we? Let's just go for it. It's the worst that could happen. It washes off. That's really nice. See, that's very pigmented. A little bit of drag. Don't worry about your blend too much because we can blend it all seamlessly together with the transition later on. It's like a red brown. Really like it though. To be honest with you, there's not a lot of palettes from Makeup Revolution that I don't like. And if I didn't like them, I would absolutely say that I didn't like them. I wouldn't just like them for liking them's sake, because you know we're spending our money on these products. We don't want rubbish. As affordable as they are, we're still spending money. Let's just tap that in there. That's gone on really nicely. Very pigmented. That's that first colour. That's gone on really well, really pigmented. Bit darker than I thought it would go on, to be honest with you, but still a nice colour. So I think let's smoke it out. Let's smoke it out today, why not? I'm gonna go with this brown here. I mean, we've still got all of these gorgeous pinks and purples here. There's a lot more shimmers than there is mattes, which is a downside to me. So for mattes there is 5 mattes and 13 shimmers. Now I'm more of a matte girl. I only really use 1 shimmer on my lid, so that is a bit of a downside to me. Some of them are glitters, some of them are shimmers. Like this does look like it would be matte, but it's not. It has got shimmer to it. Just swatch that for you. And it is nice though. You can see the shimmer in that. That would be amazing for like a smoky look, I feel. Back to it. Go back in with this one here and just deepen up the outer corner slightly. So we're taking, there's a lot of kickback on that. A lot of kickback. So we're taking the slightest amount on there, and I'm just going to start off very lightly. I'm not expecting a lot of product because I'm going so light on there. I feel like it's blending a little bit into that other colour. They're going on very samey, which if you've not got that many mattes is not the greatest. But let's build it and see. So I'm thinking I might just throw the green on the lid, you know, green and brown. I could go in with some of these lovely pink shimmers and whatnot, but that green is just speaking to me. Really, really is. Right, okay, so that is deepening up there. You can see that. That is deepening up. Let's keep going. I think you could go in with more product if you wanted to. Sweep that through slightly because we don't want to lose that reddy brown. And it's just deepening up the outer corner for us. Again, the slightest amount I'm taking. Like tapping it. The mirror on these is huge. It's really, really big. I do like it. I love the name of this though. Courage. Courage, this face and this integrity. So those are just fabulous, fabulous names. So I'm going to take my Peaches PC10 fluffy brush. I'm just going to go in with this colour right here and just blend the transition through before I go in with the lid colour. Make sure that I like it. That is a nice transition for colours that are this deep. You could just use that as a crease colour for it if you were just going to work or whatnot. I think that'd look lovely. But that's nice. Let's just bring it down here slightly. I'm just using that to blend the other colours in. You could go for a very natural look here if you wanted to as well, I feel. Okay, so I think that looks decent, you know, not mad. Still got swatches on my fingers. I'm going to have to wipe them off before they end up all over my face. Have I got them on my chin? I'll just give those a wipe off before they end up all over my face. Or all over my clothes, which I usually do. And then there's stuff on the floor. So I think I'm going to use a more liquidy concealer to carve out the lid because I just feel like I'm going to get a bit more control of that. So I'm going to use my Aldi Radiant Concealer. Anybody's not checked out my Aldi makeup review video, check that out. I'll link it down below. I was really, really impressed with the products for such an affordable price. The way they performed was just amazing. I'm going to take my Beauty Bay On Fleek flat brush and I'm just going to carve out the lids. I like to just pat into the lids there. Go a little bit higher up. I know some people just open the lids and touch the top, but I have really hooded eyes, so I don't want to mess about too much because it goes too high. If I open my eye now, it's literally going to touch up here, or it feels like that anyway. I want a lot of lid colour. I only have small eyes, so I do have to kind of use the space that I've got. I mean, if you wanted to, now you could just throw like a beige on there and just have done with it. But we're testing out this whole palette, so let's go a bit wild, shall we? Yeah, that concealer's just carved that out so nicely. I had so much control over that product. So, do we go green or do we go gold? Let me swatch the gold for you. There's a gold and then there's like a bit of a bright pink and then there's another kind of light gold shimmer. That's not as creamy, that's kind of that one. That one doesn't feel as nice. Feels a bit chunky. Let's go for this. That's gold. That's pink. That's the other gold. And then we've got the green. Let's give the green another go. And we've got green. I mean, the green would be a really, really deep look, I feel. But the rest, they are still nice colours. But I'm going to have to go green. I'm really feeling it. So I'm going to use this Shade Out Flat Shader Brush by Beauty Bay. Not a lot of kickback or anything on that. I don't even really need to tap it, to be honest with you. Let's just tap that in. A little bit of the green-eyed monster. I like that. It's not as dark as it looks in the pan. I will go in with my finger as well. In the pan it looks like it's going to be mega dark, but it's not. It's not at all. Really like it. In the pan, this is how dark it looks, and then on the eye, it's just really, really nice. I'm loving that. I'm gonna have to dig a little bit though to get a bit of payoff, but I'm not mad at it. It's very two-tone. So I'm just going to take my Luxie brush again and just blend the deep colour back into that very slightly because we don't want to lose it. We want that to frame that green colour. For me, makeup is all about building up and not just going, let's get this on my face, dipping my face in the makeup pot and hoping for the best. Although at the time it does look like I've done that. I love makeup. It's an obsession, it is an addiction, I've got to admit. It really, really is an addiction for me. Well, let's get this other eye done. Just get right up into that crease line there. I am loving the control I've got over this concealer because it's not really thick, but it's not so runny as well. When I googled it, it was £7.98 for 2. Back in with that green there. Pack that on. So what is everybody's favourite Makeup Revolution palette? Because I have a few now in my collection. I like most of them. Don't really gravitate towards the I Heart Revolution ones, which, no, maybe I should give them a go. I haven't tried any of the XXX range yet, simply because there's so much in my new in drawer. Can I justify purchasing even more when I've not even made a dent in some of these yet? But one of my absolute favourite Makeup Revolution ones is the Patricia Bright one. I do love it, and I do love Patricia Bright. I've mentioned her on my channel before. She's just a queen. Guys, that is the eyelids pretty much done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to barb some more of that concealer, because I've got it on the back of my hand. I'm going to put that underneath my lids as a base, because anyone that's watched my videos knows I like to put a base underneath my lids as well as on top. Okay, so that's all patted in, so let's get these under eyes done. I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take the fluffy brush and I'm going to go back with the transition colour here, and I'm just going to sweep that under my lid. It's like a nice base. I'm going to sweep that right along as well. Does anybody pull some like really funny faces when they're doing their eyes? This is kind of setting like a nice base for them. And then obviously we will go and clean up later on. So I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Peaches and Cream PC12 brush. I'm going to go in with this colour here, and I'm just going to put that right into the lash line, not the waterline, the lash line. Take that right across as well. I'm going to go down a little bit further with that as well, so right on the lash line and then down a little bit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the deeper colour, which was this colour right here, and I'm just going to do the outer portion of the eye. When you're doing this, you can see how similar those colours are. There's not much difference in them. This darker colour though has a lot of kickback. It's very powdery. So that is those. And what I'm going to do for my waterline is I've got a collection brown eye definer. I'm just going to put this in the waterline just to deepen up the waterline a bit. I do love this eye pencil. It is really nice. You could go in with a black, I suppose, as well, but I think brown is fine on this look. I am just going to take my Morphe B72 and just give all that a good blend together. So, mascara. I'm going to take my Makeup Revolution Stretch It Out Ultimate Length Mascara. I do love this mascara. I think I used this in a Makeup Revolution First Impressions video, and it was so nice and really affordable. I just don't know how Makeup Revolution do it. I really don't. They've got so many good products, really affordable, and you can tell some of them are dupes for other brands, but I'd love to know how they get away with it and how they make them so affordable. Okay, that is the eyes done. I'm loving the green with the deeper browny reds. I think it looks really nice. So I'm just going to bob some lashes on, which we all know will make the look, and I will be right back. So guys, lashes are done. They just make the look, a pair of lashes, don't they? They just really set a look right off. On to the rest of her face of affordable products. Primer. The primer I'm going to use is my Maybelline Face Studio Prime, which is a pore minimising primer. I love this. It is really nice. It's a little bit similar to the Benefit Professional. That is the consistency of it there. Don't need a lot. I do have a similar primer to this Makeup Revolution one that I did use on a full face to First Impressions. I do keep trying that one out, but I find on my moisturiser and all that type of thing, it's going a little bit bitty on the skin, if anybody knows what I mean. So primer done. That's looking really nice. It's blurred out any larger pores that I have. I do have some veins here that it's made to look a little bit less red. And I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild foundation. I love this foundation. It just smells funny, but the smell doesn't last forever. I think you can get this at Boots now. It's so affordable. Comes with a little, like a booler like that, like a cap, and what I do is I just put on my face and then I'll blend that in with my beauty sponge, get that covered. So there's not, I mean there's a fair amount of product on there, but there's not absolutely loads, and I will just blend that out. Now you can build this up to a heavier coverage, or it can be quite light, but it is a nice foundation. It does give you a lovely even coverage. I'm going to go in with a second coat. I'm not going to go in as much the second time as I did the first, because we don't want to be too heavy, we don't want to be cakey. So has anybody tried the new Wet n Wild foundation yet? Or what do people think of Wet n Wild as a brand? because I don't have a lot of their products, and I am looking to get more outside my comfort zone when it comes to products and not sticking to the same ones again. You know, want to begin to review different products, which is what my Shop Miss 8 haul was about. That was a brand that I'd never tried before and I'd heard good things about, so I gave it a go. And moving on swiftly to that, my Shop Miss A concealer, or AOA Studio Concealer. I loved this, it's so nice. The only trouble is you have to order it from America and wait 5 years for it. So it is affordable, it's like $1.49 or something like that, so it works out like £1.29, but you do have to wait time for it, and you do have to pay shipping and all of that jazz. So unless you are ordering a lot from them, then it's not worth it really. So I'm just taking this on a flat concealer brush. I'm just going to apply that to my under eye. I'm going to go down the nose there a bit, and I'm just going to take my beauty blender and bounce that in as well. Anybody that knows me knows I love the old school square. I call them squares, the triangles. Don't know why I call them squares. And I just use this to get really, really sharp edges. Get right under there. So I'm going to go a little bit more here and here. And I'm also going to do forehead, down the nose, lip and chin. Let's get this blended in. Love it. Looking really, really nice. I mean, look how even my face is with that foundation. It's really nice. So I'm going to use my Makeup Revolution Bake and Finish baking powder to set my under eyes. I do love this. It's very messy though, because it just comes in a tub, and what I generally tend to do is put some in the lid, and even that has got quite a lot out. So I'm just going to use my trusty square again, my square that is a triangle, and I'm just going to bake those under eyes, because who doesn't love a bake? I do have lines, I do have creases, I still like to bake. I'm just going to get right in there. So while that is baking, I'm just going to bronze up my face. I'm going to use, this is a finishing powder, this is an e.l.f. finishing powder in medium dark, but I use it as a bronzer. It's my colour as a bronzer, it's not too orange. You can see that it's quite dark there. I'm going to take my Peaches PC04 and just give that a little swirl and a tap and just bronze up the face there, just lightly though, because we are going to contour as well, and bronze up that forehead, but lightly. See how that is just a lovely bronze colour for me. It's looking so nice. See, when you bronze, it just really, really makes your face, doesn't it? It just gives you the shape and definition that you need. This brush is amazing, by the way. To wipe off the bake, I'm going to use my Beauty Bay Glow Up brush, because I just feel like it's going to get right in there. This is actually for highlighting, but I'm going to use it to do this. That looks so nice. I love that powder. In my new in drawer, and one of the free products I received with the palettes is a jelly highlighter in Monumental from Revolution. I just thought I'd give this a go today before I set the rest of my face. You can see I've already had my finger in it, because it's like a gold, so I thought it would look lovely with this look. It's such a huge pot as well. When they send the free gifts out, they weren't sending trial sizes, they sent full sizes. So this is, you can see that, it is jelly. So I'm just going to put it on with my finger, and I don't want to go too much with it. So I'm just going to, a little bit there, you know, just before I set the rest of the face. I feel like if I put too much powder products on, we're not going to give this a fair chance, but that is lovely. It's really nice. Look at that glow. I'm just going to bounce that in a little bit more. That is so glowy. I think you need to step away from the highlighter now, Claire. Put the lid on. Put the lid on and step away. Don't know how much this is. I will Google it and link it down below, but that is really nice. Setting powder. I'm just going to go in with my Maybelline Matte Maker Mattifying setting powder. I do like a matte look. This has a little screw lid on it. The only downfall to these types of things is they don't have a mirror, and they have like a separate. It's not something I'd ever really put in my makeup bag and, you know, carry around with me, because if I was having to top up in the day, to be doing that and not just flipping it open would annoy me. But it is still a nice powder that I've had for a while, and it does set my face really, really nicely. So I think I'm going to chisel my cheekbones out and then do a little bit of contour. So chisel those down there. So contour. I'm going to use my Sleek Makeup pressed powder and highlighter in 1 in Light 884. I think I used this in my last video. I think I use it in most videos, but it's amazing. If you can get it, just get hold of it. There it is right there. You know the drill. I've used it loads. I'm going to take that on my Makeup Geek Chisel Cheek. Just press that in there. Tap it off, and let's chisel these bad boys out. Get the other side done. And then I just like blend it back a little bit. I will take the brush that I used to do the bronzer as well. This just gives you such a chiseled look. I'm going to do the sides of my nose like that. And you can go back in with the bronzer brush and just blend that a little bit as well. Blend the nose a little bit. Make sure it's not really, really harsh. And if you feel like it is, you can even go back in with your baking powder just to chisel that out a little bit more again. Or a bit of a blend with the bronzer brush. Take that Makeup Geek brush and just get rid of that excess powder. And I think what we need now is we need blusher. So for blusher, I'm going to take my Makeup Revolution Blushing Hearts blusher. I think I featured this in a favourites video. Love it. Absolutely amazing. I've had this donkeys. I've made a dent. So I'm going to take my Real Techniques blusher brush and I'm just gonna get these cheeks done, because who doesn't love a good bit of blusher? I just feel like it really does set the face when you have a really nice blush going on. I don't know if anybody else feels like that, but I really do. Love it. So because I'm a highlighter addict, I am going to take my Maybelline, this is all Maybelline and Makeup Revolution, this video. I have an addiction to these brands. Face Studio Chrome Extreme. This is an intense metallic highlighter and this is the highlighter here. It is so nice. Just going to bob that on with my Peaches PC17. I'm going to give that a little swirl and we're just going to highlight away there. I mean, that with that jelly highlighter from Makeup Revolution that we already put on in Monumental, that just looks amazing. I'm just going to put that on the Cupid's bow, the nose, centre of the nose, because, you know, we want to glow. We want to glow. So, brow bone and inner corner. I think for the brow bone, I'm going to go in with the highlighter I've just done, because I like to have a highlighted brow bone and I don't think there's anything that would be suitable for that. I mean, it's personal choice. You could go in with this colour right here, which is just a plain beige. I'll swatch it for you guys. It's just a plain beige. You could do that on your brow bone, but I like to shine, obviously. So I'm doing the highlighter on my brow bone, but I want to use the eyeshadow palette, so I'm going to go for something different in my inner corner. So I'm just going to take a Morphe G20 brush and I think I'm going to go in with this pink here for my inner corner and see how that looks. That's really pigmented. I know it's only on the inner corner, but it looks really, really nice. The most affordable setting spray I have at the moment is the Revolution Glass Glow. I know I've gone for a matte look, but glow it up a little bit with this. Give that a spray. This is really nice. It's dead refreshing. I've been using this daily since my review video on it. I mean, there's literally like that much left. It is really, really nice. So I'm going to go off camera, do some lips and come back with my final thoughts on the palette. So guys, this is the finished look right here. I think it's turned out amazingly well. For my lips I used the NYX Liquid Suede in Soft Spoken. Not really any description of me, but yeah, it's in Soft Spoken. That's that. There's a little like trial one my husband bought me a while ago. He bought me quite a few lip colours and lipsticks within a little trial thing, which I quite like because I get to try the colours that I like without spending all the money. So I do like those types of things. And this lip pencil is an Essence. And this is Melt Your Heart. They're like £1. They're amazing value for money. But yeah, this is the look right here. I love it. I think it's turned out amazingly well. What do I think of the palette without blinding you? It's lovely. It's packaged so well. It's quite slim. Not as slim as some palettes, but yes, it is quite slim. It's hard. It's got a huge mirror. The mirror is the size of this. You get 18 phenomenal colours in there. You're going to be able to create some amazing looks with this palette. That is it right there. It's really nice. It's going to be a good autumn palette for me. I'm going to dive into it more in the autumn. I do love the pinks and purples. It could do with some more mattes. I would have liked some more matte colours in there, but you can't have everything. Like I say, it's a £10 palette. Do think it's on sale for £7 at the moment, but I will double check that for you guys and link it down below. But even £10, it was really good value for money. The pop of green, which I've put on my lid, really sets the palette off. It stops it being boring. Just that one pop of colour just really does stop it being boring. I'm excited to try the other two palettes now. I can't wait to get onto those. Some of the colours in the other palettes are a bit brighter. This is probably the more muted tone one. So I'll get them both out again and ask my little boy which one he wants me to do first. The decision is on him, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button and please subscribe to my channel, guys. It really helps me out. I am growing slowly but surely with my little channel here, but you know, I do love creating these videos and it's nice to know that you guys love them too. So I will see you in the next video, guys. Bye.